Hi everyone and welcome back to Boss Girl Budgets, or if you are new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you found our budget fam. My name is Lili and I'm a 39-year-old coffee loving cash stuffer, and here we're all about real life budgeting and honest chats. So if you're into budgeting, saving, or just love cozy vibes and a good chat, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So today I am super excited because we are doing a cash stuffing video, and as most of you know, I have not done this for quite a while, so I am really excited. It is only a mini one, but at least we're getting back into the game. I've got my coffee here, and boy oh boy has it been a crazy week so far. So this week I have been decluttering and organizing my little office space. I do have quite a lot of new products coming for Boss Girl Budgets and I do not have room for it all, so I have been moving some things around, so that has been a fun little adventure. I have also been designing a whole new range for the second half of the year, which has been a lot of fun. We've also had a bit of a drama today. Today we had a little possum that was on our street when we got back from grocery shopping, and the poor little guy was suffering. He was still breathing and he was just laying there, so me being me, I convinced my husband to scoop him up and we rushed him to the vet. So I have been waiting all day for the phone to ring to tell me if the little guy is okay or not. I feel really bad for him and I don't know what happened to him. It doesn't look like he got hit by a car or anything. It just looks like maybe he fell out of the tree, or I don't know, got scared or something, but poor little guy, he is at the vet and I do hope that I can hear back. So we are filming in the dark right now because I have had my phone in my pocket all day waiting for the vet to call, but I haven't heard from them, so I'm just going to quickly film this video and then get my phone back in action. And yeah, today has just been a little bit dramatic. So I've been all over the shop. I've been grocery shopping, I've been to the post office. All of Boss Girl Budget's orders are done. They're done and they're taken to the post office, and it is not very often that I am up to date on everybody's orders. I do try and get them out as quickly as possible, but sometimes it does take me a couple of days. But yeah, we've done a good job. It's all at the post office, and so I'm going to sit down and do a cash stuffing with you all, but we're only cash stuffing my sinking funds and my savings challenges. But I do have some change left in my everyday binder. So I've already stuffed this because I needed to go grocery shopping, fill the car up, all that kind of stuff. But I've got so much change left over from last week that I thought we will stuff it into my coin jar because it's getting a bit heavy. So the thing I love about these wallets is that they do hold a lot of coins, but of course coins do get heavy. Okay, so let's pop all of this into my coin jar. And I love that this jar adds it all up for me. It is a little bit noisy though, which is not really annoying, but you wouldn't want to count your change in the middle of the night, that's for sure. Okay, so there we go. So we are now up to $93.20. How cool is that? Change really does add up quickly. Alright, so what are we going to do first? Sinking funds or savings challenges? I think we'll do sinking funds. Yeah, let's do sinking funds. So I have got $50 of this allocated to our sinking funds, so let's see what we can do with that. I do have quite a few things to fill. So furniture, let's just give that $5 to start with. So furniture now has, let me move this up a bit. So furniture now has 100, 200, 300, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370. My camera is set up in a bit of a different spot today. It's a bit closer than it normally is. Appliances, I'm going to do $5 as well. So appliances now has 1, 2, 300, 350, 360, 370, 380. Essentials, I am not going to stuff this week. Home decor, I'm not going to stuff either, and future home, I'm not going to stuff. If you watched my previous video, you'll know that I'm not stuffing all my sinking funds unless I absolutely can. Car service, I'm going to give this one $10. So car service now has 100, 20, 40, 50, 60. And tires and brakes, I'm just going to give this one $5. So 100, 10, 15. And then Lance, we are not going to stuff this week. So that is that one. So far we have stuffed 10, 20, 25. So we've got $25 left, and that is going to go into my main sinking funds binder. So identity, I'm going to give this one a 5. So this one now has 25. How annoying is this note? All right, 25 in identity. Vitamins, I'm going to give this one a 10. So we now have 10, 20, 35. So we've got $10 left. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that straight into our self-care. So self-care, we now have $20, $30. And this self-care is going to be for mine and my husband's, and at the end of the month we split it and then put it into our own personal binders. And then at the back here I do have a few other sinking funds, but they're not a priority at the moment, so we're not cash stuffing them, or they are a priority and I'm doing them as a savings challenge, which is in this other binder here. So let's get this one away, and then let's jump into my favorite part, which is my savings challenges. All right, so in here we have a few challenges. Since I did my last video, I have actually been into here and I have fixed them all up to where they should be and colored in the trackers. So let's get my pen ready and let's have a look at health insurance. So I have got here, what have we got left? I've got $20, $40, $60, $75 left. That's what we're allocating to savings challenges. Let's see how far we can get. So health insurance, this one, I think we're doing $20 per 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Yes, so $20 per icon. So what I'm going to do is, before I do that one, let's make sure I've got enough to do everything I want to do. So winter fashion, let's do that one first, because we do need some new clothes soon. So we've got $90 in here, and week number 5 is $30. So let's do that one. So 20 and 30. So we now have 50, 70, 90, 110, 115 and 120. So that is good because we're gonna need some clothes soon. I know myself, personally, I need some new plain basic tops. I'm not sure about my husband, but we do split this as well when it's finished. Which please? So this one is going to be my kids fund, and we're just going to put $5 in today. So this one now has 10, 20 and 5, but I'm going to swap those two 10s for a 20. Beautiful. If I had feelings, they'd be for you. I love this challenge. It is super cute. So this one just has $10 at the moment. This is a mini challenge. I'm going to change that for a $10 note though. And then we are just going to do $5. So that one now has $15. Breakfast Club, this is the last one in this binder. So Breakfast Club, I decided to make all of these icons $5, so I'm gonna do one more. Let's put $5 in that one. So this now has $10, and again I'm going to change that for another note. And I reckon we can go back to that first one, which is health insurance. Let's put 20 in this one. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to complete all of them, but that is good. So health insurance now has, it was $200 in there. We're going to add 20, so now has 220. Which means we've got $10 left, which I'm really happy about, because that means we can get a small start on my Christmas binder. It's not going to be a big start, but it's going to be a little start. So here is my Christmas binder. And this Christmas binder, I have not touched this since last Christmas, and I'm really sad about that, because I did want to get this started in January, but there just has not been an opportunity. So I'm really happy that I get to cash stuff it today. And it is still full of all the things we did last year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my care pack here, and I'm going to clean up some of these envelopes. And it's really easy to do. I just do a simple spray and a simple wipe. And these care packs are available in my store, but unfortunately I can't send them overseas, so they're only available to Australian residents at this stage, just because of the isopropyl that it makes it a dangerous good, so it won't go internationally. Unfortunately, they just won't let me send it. But I must admit, I really do love having this all as a little pack. It's like so easy for me to just grab whenever I need. And for those of you that don't know, I do have two different types of envelopes and trackers in my store. So some are made with gloss and some are made with matte laminate. The gloss ones, you can just use a Sharpie pen, so a permanent marker, and then I do use the isopropyl spray and a cloth to clean them all. And then for the matte laminated items, I will use a wet erase marker. So I think I've got one here. Let me have a look. So I use these ones, so the Expo wet erase markers, and they're really easy. You just let them dry a little bit before you put them back into your binder, and then when I'm ready to clean it, I just wipe it with water and a cloth. If it's stubborn, then I will use the spray, but normally it's not too stubborn and I can get away with it. Alright, so I'm taking out these fully funded slips from last Christmas because obviously we're not fully funded. And then I do have a couple of savings challenges in the back here, but I don't think we're going to get to them this year, so I'm just going to leave them at the back. And let's go into the front again. So we've got feasting, gifts, clothing, and traditions. So to me, the most important things are these 4, but I'm going to put traditions and gifts right at the front because they're probably the most important to me, because obviously Christmas is all about giving. So I think this year I'm just gonna aim for what am I thinking? I think we'll just aim for, say, $500. Last year we aimed for $1,000 and I don't think we hit it, but so this time we'll go for $500. I think that's reasonable. And so that means each icon we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 4. So we've got 30 icons. So I'm going to have to do some maths. So 500 divided by 30. So that's 1666. So we know I do not like odd numbers. So let's make it $15 each, which means we'll have $450. I'm happy with that. So let's make each icon is worth $15. And then traditions, I feel like traditions is normally, let me just grab, traditions, I normally get a snow globe, and then we also get our advent calendars, and we also get, no, I think that's it, stockings. I also do stockings, sorry. So I reckon for all of that, maybe if we go to 150. So again, we've got 30 icons. So if I want to do 250 divided by 30, that's $8. So if we go, if I do $5 an icon, that will give us 150. That's probably not enough. So let's go $10 an icon. That's 300, isn't it? That'll do. Okay, so total to save is going to be 300, and we're going to do $10 an icon. Perfect. And then feasting, this one has got a bit more icons, I think. So 6, 8. So this one has got 48 icons. If I do 5 times 48, that's 240. That should be fine. So let's go 240 and let's go $5 because there isn't a lot of us to feed and we don't go too crazy. We normally just do a barbecue or something. And then clothing, I might steal, I don't know where all of my trackers have gone, but clothing I should be able to get away with, let's say $100. That should get us a nice t-shirt each, maybe some matching socks or something. So if I go maybe 250 times 48, that's 120. So this one is going to be $2.50 per icon, which will give us $120, and that should be plenty. So there we go. Alright, now I've only got $10 to stuff. So let's go, we won't do the 15. So I can either do traditions and get that started. We can get the feasting started, or we can get clothing started. Let's go clothing and feasting. So feasting will get $5 today. And clothing, whoops, clothing will get 2 icons because they are $2.50 each. And then hopefully we can get started on these 2 front ones, so groups and traditions, very soon. Alright. So that is it for our video today. I hope that you really enjoyed. It is so great to be back cash stuffing again, and I hope that we can get each cash stuffing a little bit more. Remember, every dollar counts, so anything you can put towards your savings is amazing, even if it's just $1. Just anything is great. So yes, I hope that you all have a gorgeous week, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye guys.